Hello, good evening. It's Monday, so we are playing with our monthly mate box, and it's the prickly one, so we're playing with our lovely prickly cacti. Hi Lynn, hi Maxine. So yeah, we're going to be playing with them. I have raided my scrap box because I can't get anywhere near my guillotine at the moment to find some pieces of card. So I've got a 6x6 card. We're going to use some of the pattern papers, and we're going to use, like I say, our monthly make. I think that's everything. We're going to do a little bit of colouring in. Hi Zena. A little bit of colouring in, a little bit of paper piecing. I will get that right. And yeah, that's it really. Something really simple using our monthly make. It's really windy outside. Yeah, it's gone really, really windy outside and everything just keeps moving. Anyway, right, I'll stop getting distracted now. Oh, Lynn thought today was Tuesday. No, it's Monday. It is. It's Monday. That was me last week. I couldn't believe it got to Friday before it did. No, I can't believe it got to Friday. Yeah, you know what I mean. Friday crept up on me last week. It sure did. Right, so I've got my lovely mementos out because I want to use my colouring pens. Yep. And the VersaFine Clair is a little bit juicy. So I can see a box that looks like it's about to drop off a shelf. No, is it going to stay? Is it not? That'll teach me for rummaging at the last minute. Anyway, if you hear a big bang, it's just a box falling off the shelf. I should really go and move it, shouldn't I? Nope. It stopped for now. Nope, it stopped. Right, so, minor detail there. I've got some of my pattern papers I've got left from what came in the kit. I've got a 6x6 card. And all I'm going to do is choose one of my pattern papers. What's on the other side? Oh, I do like this one. It's going to be one of those, isn't it? I don't want to use it until the last minute. That could be quite interesting, couldn't it? But we're going to have a lot of green because I'm going to have a cacti on the front, aren't I? Hi, Mum. So, I keep coming back to that one. Should I just use it and then I've used it, haven't I? That could look quite nice. We'll use that one. But then the pink one could be quite evening. No, we'll go with that one. Right, I've made a decision. Hi, Chris. It takes a lot for me to make decisions, doesn't it? So, oh, that was the other thing I needed, my little guillotine. Oh, I'm having a good night tonight. I will catch up at some point. I don't even know where it is. Right, so I'm going to cheat instead. Yeah, my little guillotine's gone missing. So what I'm going to do instead is eyeball it. Make it about half. But I haven't got a pencil over now either. No. You would grab your guillotine and do this nice and neatly. But seeing as I haven't got a clue where my big guillotine's gone. My little guillotine's gone even. One last look. Nope. How do you lose a little guillotine on your desk? I mean, that's got to be some type of skill, hasn't it? Hi, Susie. I'm having one of the, I'm going to blame it on the weather because the weather's suddenly gone to pot, hasn't it? So the weather's done something, so I've lost my guillotine. That's my excuse, and I'm going to stick to it. So basically what I'm doing, I'll stop moaning now, honest. I've cut down, oh, it's ended up on that side. I've cut this down, and then we're just going to stick it on here. So I was going for about half my page. Well, actually, if I moved it over, I can cut it again, can't I? There you go. Some days I'm just dangerous with my thinkings. I'm going to give this a quick glue. Boop, boop, boop. Don't need to take it up all the way to the top because my paper's not quite 6 inch. Pop that down at the bottom. this is a good one for using up your scrap, like I said before. And then we'll trim it up in a minute. So I've got that piece on there. You can see where I'm going with this now, can't you? We're going to have a white piece in the middle. I'm going to have to find my little guillotine. It won't be 1 second, because otherwise I'm going to be doing some really rough cutting today. Right, 1 second. Probably around somewhere. It's not like it just grew legs and walked off, did it? We'll cheat. I will. Make it so I can get to my big guillotine instead. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one down. So, he probably wants to be, I'm just going to mark it. And then we'll send a search party out for my guillotine. About there. So I'm going to round it up. Okay? Or down even. So, it's ended up about 7.5 centimetres. And I'll cut it exactly the same. So I've ended up with, there he is. There we go. I found him. There we go. Right. Hi Noella. Sorry, I've been faffing because I couldn't find anything. I found it in the end though. I think it was just generating more landslides as well. So I've got a nice little square. I could have probably gone a little bit bigger with that, couldn't I? And what I want to do is, I want to try and do this a bit clever. So I want to make the side that's over here have a white background, and the side that's over here have pattern background. So I'm using up my scraps as well. So I'll pop this into my little guillotine. Now that I've found him, he'd run off on me. How rude of him. I'm going to do it at 3 1/4. I might end up trimming it down again, but got other things moving now. It's going to be one of them night of things rattling around. So now I'm going to cut this down to 3 1/4. See, so much easier, isn't it, when you've got a guillotine in your hand? And so 3 1/4 will be 1 1/2, whatever that means. I should have made it a little bit more interesting because we're only going to get little bits of pink now. So that's going to go on there. I could even turn it around, couldn't I? Just like that. And then that bit is going to go like so. Yeah? Or if we were being really, could turn it around. What do you think? Which one? Do you think we should go green? I think we might change it to the green actually. Yeah, that could look quite interesting, couldn't it? Right, I'll do green. So, I'm doing all my background work first, aren't I, for a change? It's not like me. Sorry, cactus. You are lovely, but I think that green just looks cool. And it's on the opposite side to where I want to put my cactus anyway, so we might just get away with it. I'm going to turn it around. Can you see on this edge I've got a few more pink bits than down that edge? There we go. Right. So that goes on there, like that. Looks quite cool, isn't it? And then we're going to work, I've got my little bit here to go on my top bit. Yep. Don't look at me lining up down there, you'll never notice. Yep. I'm going to have a cactus here and some writing in the top. So, all good on this bit. I might even get to trim me nasty edges down. I need some more scraps of card because I've just chopped them all up. And that one will do. So I've got a scrap of card here. Right, I'm not going to lose my little guillotine again. He's just hanging out now on the edge of my desk. See, I've still got little bits we could use. So let's get our pot stamped first, shall we? And what colour am I going to do my pots? I think I might do a blue pot. So I'm actually going to use my Mementos. And I'm going to stamp. It's not very Aztec-y, is it? It needs to be a bit more bright blue than dark blue. Might have to be that one. Yep, it's going to be that one. I am looking for my Bahama blue, but it doesn't seem to be in the pot. I'm just going to ink this one up. And the reason I'm using my Memento is because I'm going to use my markers to colour in. I think I said that, didn't I? I'm just going to pop my little pot on here. There we go. And then I think, where's my little one? There. I'm going to grab some pink. I'm going to grab lilac posies. Well, actually, rhubarb would be better, wouldn't it? Yeah, there we go. Right. I'm going to use rhubarb instead. Can you hear that wind outside? It's like a gale blowing. Probably not, it's just because we've not had much wind for. But it has gone bitter. So I'm just making my own little pattern on my pot. There was a fab idea in the group using the one from the Comic Capers set, you know, the little, what's it called? Like the hypnotising circle. And that looked really good. Right, and now we want to do our cactus, don't we? But I want him to be inside my pot, so I just need a little mask. I should have done this while it was still on my stamp, it would have been easier, wouldn't it? Covering myself in ink tonight. Definitely having inky pinkies tonight. There we go. And it doesn't really matter about these edges because we are going to cut it out in a minute. Just stick on the side of our pot. Our card even. It's because I'm cutting out a pot, isn't it? My brain will catch up. Right, so I'm going to pop that in there. And then stick. There we go, it did. We're going to grab one of our giant cacti. So I'm going to go for Little Miss Prickles because you know she's my favourite. I know I shouldn't have a favourite cactus, but I do. And it happens to be Miss Prickles. Or the giant strawberry. Whichever way you look at her. Right. I'm getting ink everywhere tonight. Keep thinking there's somebody outside as well. Right, and I'm going to go for... I've got Cottage Ivy because look how deep that green is. Yep. because I want it quite subtle. I don't want the harsh edges or anything like that. So I'm going for really subtle. And then, where's he going to come out? About there, I reckon. There we go. And then we should have... Looks a bit weird, doesn't it? I know, me working in colour and using coloured inks. I do it just to throw you all every now and again. Yep, pop it back on the right stamp set would help. So I'm going to leave that for a second and I'm going to choose my colours. Shiny green, and I want blue for my pot. Oops. Oh, hello, Mrs. Thomas. And I'm going to want a pink, I think. Let's have a quick look. I've grabbed the colours I think I might want. Because I want them paler than what we've stamped. But I don't want them to be a million miles away. Yeah? So you see that one. Yeah? See, that's a really good mix, isn't it? We'll keep that one. And then, hi Alice. Ooh, it's a bit green. I know it's a cactus before. Here's the other one there. It's a bit green though, isn't it? Yeah, that's a bit friendlier of a cactus colour. Yeah, I think we'll go with that one. Right. Now's the tough part. We've got to colour in. No, I'm not using that blue. Move it out of my way. You knew I was going to use it, didn't you? So I'm just going to do a quick colouring in on these. As always, I know your colouring in is far better than mine. So I'm going for a shiny bit on my pot. Oh, I didn't run my heat gun over it. Never mind. Let's see if we can get away with it. Might do, might not. As my mum would say, it'll be a yay or a nay. She's probably sat there saying it right now. I do have to concentrate, don't I? What we'll do is we'll just find a nice little colour to do the top and the bottom. You know, like there was a type of pottery, wasn't there, that used to have its top and its bottom a different colour to the rest of it. Quite an old famous one. I want to say Wedgwood, but I know that's just blue and white, isn't it? Okay, we studied it for a few months at school. Never heard of Denby. Might be Denby though. You know what my memory's like. I've got the same problem. So, I'm just going to add a little bit more in here. There we go. Just trying to get a little bit of shading around here. You can see I'm not the neatest colour. That's the word. Oh, the sandproof beach mat is amazing, by the way. You've not gone wrong there. Not very waterproof, but it does do what it says on the tin. So I'm just going to add a little bit of pink. So I'm going subtle, very subtle. Hi Leslie. And if you get up close to this colouring in, you go, yep, she's not grand on the old colouring in. That's that one. There we go. Right, just nearly lost my cactus colour then. So I'll try and moved it to one side. Come on, let that pink kick in. Thank you. You see how the colours are making it look a bit more, I keep saying the word subtle, don't I? If I'd have done this in black, let me see if I can find one of the samples up here. Just realised I'd not taken my pen out, so there's going to be no colour left. I should stay on one train of thought, shouldn't I? There we go, that's a bit better. It should stay on one train of thought. Can you see on this one? Because we've done it in black, it really makes it pop, doesn't it? Whereas on this one, yeah, it's more subtle. Just using different colour inks to get you. Keep meaning to add these to the website. I keep forgetting. Well, not forgetting. I keep running out of time. All those are samples. Right, so I've got my flowers. Quite happy with my flowers. I can colour a little flower in. Let me grab my yellow just to dot them. There we go. The only downside, I was looking for something else. Should we go nude for the? I'll go sand. The only downside of obviously using your inks is you can't go around with your doodle pen and things like that and add little details in. Well, you could if you had a. You had that exact colour. Because I know Memento used to do pens, didn't they? At one point in their histories. To be fair, I think most companies have done pens at some point in their past. Right. See, just adding that little bit of a different colour. Contrast colour, there we go. That's a big word for Monday night. Green. Now comes the big job. Let's get this cactus coloured in. Yep, so looks really cool, looks really quirky, whereas that one just looks a little bit more subtle. It's just playing with your colour. Right, wish me luck, we're going in on the big cactus. Little Miss Prickles. thinking it's someone coming to talk to me. It's not. Gonna add a bit more shading around here. Hi, Pauline. Yeah, I swap and change, don't I? 7:30 on a Monday, 8 o'clock on a Friday, because it's Football Friday. I do have to swap and swap things around. Right, I think, let me just grab, oops, a daisy. Look what you're doing, girl. I just nearly took my eye out with my pen. Sometimes I'm glad you can only see my hands and know what I'm getting up to, really. Don't tell that to little bear. Oof. Could you imagine if you found out it was football every day? I'm coming in with slightly darker colour around this edging. A little bit more of the darker stuff. Oops. Right, I'm nearly there. You know, it takes me twice as long to do anything when I'm colouring, doesn't it? Right, I think I'm there now. Oops, make sure I put this in the right way. And not poking myself in the eye. I do not recommend poking yourself in the eyeball with a colouring pen, whatever type of colouring pen it is. So, now, I just need to do my little splodges, don't I? What colour's my pink? It's pink, isn't it? It's in my hand. Silly girl, it's in my hand. Oops, let's take some colour out first. I've got those little flowers about to bud in our cactus. I always do that. Take too much colour out from my little ones. There we go, right. Now, you knew I'd have to, oh, oopsie. You knew I'd have to get a gel pen out at some point. So it's going to be my white one. I'm just going to add a little bit of detail around my bits and my bobs, my spiky bits. Because you can't have spiky bits without your little extra bits of texture, can you? It's just fun playing with these guys, isn't it? Mine are the chameleon pens. I am still getting to grips with them. But I'm getting to grips with them. I'm trying. Add a few more little prickles. You can never have too many prickles when you're a cactus, can you? Just add some more dots around her little buds. Because she's a cactus after all. Even though she's a lovely cactus, she is still a cactus. She does need prickles. And a few little white bits in here. There we go, right. That's really bad colouring. Let's see if I can. There we go. I'm coming underneath. Just add a little teeny weeny bit of shading to try and redeem a little bit of my colouring. There is a knack to it. You have to do everything backwards, Alice. So you have to. Yeah, it is. It's getting the hang of them. I've still not got the hang. You can see. I'm getting there. It was my challenge to myself this year that I would just do they do smell, they do, but it does go away quite quickly. But yes, they do smell, and that's me saying that, and my hay fever is off the charts. So, because obviously, you know, the temperature drops, and so your hay fever kicks in, doesn't it? I'm just gonna go around this really quickly. I think I'm better, Alice, with smaller images, which is how I'm colouring in the pot and the cactus are a bit of a challenge for me, but the little flowers I can get the hang of them. But it's just the bigger items I struggle a little bit with, as you can tell. I think it'd be easier if I got some toppers to go with them, so it was easier to mix my colour a bit more. But I will persevere. I will get myself colouring in properly this year. So I'm just going around his prickles, her prickles. Yeah, remember, count to 10. Count to 10 or 15. And then just start adding it. Depends how pale you want it to begin with. Toppers. Toppers are on the top of your pen. You've got the little bit that takes the colour out. Well, you can get toppers which are the other colour. So you put a colour on a colour to mix the colours together, if that makes sense. So you could put, ideally for this one, you'd put a light green and a dark green, put the two toppers together, and then it makes it a lot easier. Oh, good evening, Alex. Alice, even. There we go, nearly there. If it wasn't for those prickles, it'd be a lovely cutting out job, this one. Right, so we've got a rather subtle cactus, if there is such a thing as a subtle cactus. I know, shocker. A subtle cactus. So, we've got our background that I faffed and did a minute ago. We're going to have a rather big cactus here in his little pot. Don't worry, we're still going to do a little bit more work on this. And then, so we're going to stamp his little saying in here. He's looking quite cute, isn't he? We could do this with anything. Imagine a flower or anything. You get the picture. I'm going to pop that over there. And there can only be one saying to this cactus. Oh, I don't know. Is this one having free hugs? Is he having can't touch this? I don't think I've done free hugs yet, have I? Let's do free hugs, shall we? So I've got my... I know I do. I put my stamps away so well, don't I? Free hugs. Because even a cactus needs a little hug. I'm going to stamp them separately because otherwise I'm just going to make a mess. Come on. Oh, there we go. Keep meaning to send Mr. ruined the ink boxes to get me a new ink. So I'm just going to move it in a little bit so we can do a bit of doodle-oodling around the edge. So that'll do. So 3 and then hugs. 3 hugs in there. There we go. Right. I should have made that more slanted because it looks like I've stamped it really wonky because I have. And where's my black one gone? There. Oh, actually, it's gone quite subtle until now, haven't we? What I might do is have a look in here and see if we can find a nice colour that's a little bit more subtle. Though sparkly, so sparkly subtle. Silver would look quite nice, wouldn't it, actually? Oh, green. We'll find a green. Could be turquoise. Yep, that's blue. That's definitely. Oh, there we go. I'm being fussy now. I'm looking for my Stardust. No, we'll go with metallic. See, we've got dark green. I was looking for. There we go. We've got a lighter green there. It's been a week of green, hasn't it? I got challenged to use green on Friday. Ooh, that one's not been used in a while. Come on. Oh, I'm going to use it. Nope, this one's got a crusty end, so we're not using that one. Oh, so it's going to be that green. Right. We'll use that green. So all I'm going to do, you know the score, just a quick doodle-oodle around the edge. Be careful when you're doodling with your like your metallics or your Stardust, because they do stay juicy a lot longer than your normal doodle pen, so you end up smudging it. Don't ask me how I know, just one of those things. And I'll do another little, and we'll do another one here. I might as well have another one down here, even though you're probably not going to see it. Right. Let's just tidy up our card, shall we? Don't put anything on top of that for a second. Now I found my guillotine. After all that, it was hidden though, very well hidden. There was no chance we were going to find it. I think my cutting was a bit straighter than that. Never mind. And then, where's he gone? There he is. That's going to go on there. Now, decision time. Do we... I quite fancy the idea. So that's going to go on there like so, with our little prickles in a pot. Should we put can't touch this up the side? Well, that could look quite cool, couldn't it? So use it a bit like a doodle word. Oh. Now can't. I've really over-inked this, so wish me luck. There we go, splodge and explodge. make sure you leave your finger spaces. Can't touch. And my last one. This. So which is it? You can't touch this or free hugs. Ooh, bit of a dilemma on this card. And I think... No, I was going to say I'm going to put a pink bit in, but I'm not. So all I'm going to do to finish this off... I knew I had some behind me. I've got some little foam pads. Let's move that away in case it's not dry. It should be getting dry. Normally I'd put a little blob of glue on as well, but since I've left the nozzle out my glue, that's not going to stick anywhere, is it? Just make sure I'm lining up ish. And again with this one. Yeah, it's been actually quite a quick one tonight, hasn't it? If it wasn't for me losing my guillotine and then deciding to colour in, it would have been a very, very quick card tonight. There we go. Wow, we're going for like triple layers just because I've got embossed. It's because I've got foam pads. If I didn't have the foam pads, or if I hadn't have found my foam pads, we won't be going for this super layering. Ooh, look at how much that seeped through on the back. It wasn't the best one in the world. That's like super. This is why I never have foam pads, isn't it? I just go overboard using them. So, imagine sending this through the post. It'd be more than a letter, wouldn't it? That looks quite cool. I'm just admiring it myself there. Right, I think that's crying out. There we go. We'll have some glazing on our pot. Or maybe my glaze doesn't want to come out my pot. Oh, there we go. I might have gone a bit over the top with my foam pads, but just a little. Just a little. Oh, wrong bit. It does make sense, Leslie. It's also the quality of the card you're using as well. On that, because some cards it won't go through, but others it will. Yeah, alcohol markers, that is. Just realised you probably, if you weren't reading the comments, you wouldn't have a clue what I was going on about there. Right, so, and look, we've still got a little bit of Ooby Dooby paper left. I'll have to put that with my other stuff. I'm being very economical with my paper. How cute that is though. Imagine though, I quite fancy the idea of doing this using, you know, the big flower from the spring collection. That'd look quite cool. Could have probably done with moving him down a little bit, but hey. There we go. Hope it's giving you a bit of an idea. If you're looking for more ideas, head on over to our group, and because there are some fabulous samples in there. Not samples, creations. I get there in the end. There we go. So that's it from me tonight. We are back on Friday at 8 o'clock. We'll probably be playing with our spring maker because we've only done one night on that, and that's not enough, is it? So we'll probably have another play with our spring maker on Friday, and that's at 8 o'clock. Oh, thank you all. Thank you for your lovely comments. It was a quick one tonight, wasn't it? Ooh. I'll have to make it twice as long on Friday. Yeah, I'll try. So yeah, Actually, I feel like I'm shortchanging you. But yeah, we'll go for a little bit longer on Friday, shall we? So yeah, that's it from me. We'll be back on Friday at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock because it's football. So that's it. A little insane. She probably thinks it'll be Wednesday on Friday. Yeah, this week's getting all messed up already, isn't it? Anyway, thank you for joining me. I will see you again on Friday at 8 o'clock. So thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all again very soon.